Hello everybody, how was it going? Today I got some more Film Kid for everybody. We're playing against an ace, and we will have another ace after this match as well. So, 2 matches. Can't remember how many games I actually played with each of them, but I guess we'll find out here. We have a bit of a rough start. I maybe should have chose to go second here. I think this is when I first started trying the deck, and I was like, do I want to go first or second? I think I just didn't want to give ace first, but maybe it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure. But we're just gonna... First 2 turns, we kind of have absolutely nothing to play. I could have played the Ezo. I don't think there's a purpose in playing it, honestly. So we'll just swing 5 and pass it back. He'll play his Searcher Ezo. Swing at us for 6, most likely. 7. Okay, I'm taking it regardless if it's 5, 6, or 7. We get a Zoro. That'll be good for our Luffy turn. What is nice is now our vanillas are on a curve now, because we can go Frankie this turn, and then we can go Luffy next turn, play Zoro off of that. So our next couple turns will be pretty strong, but our start was not the best. His start wasn't great either. He only really got down Ezo and searched, I think, either once or twice with the Whitebeard Pirate spell. I was not paying attention to what he grabbed, so I guess we'll just see. Has a ton of cards in hand. Plays down a blocker Marco. Swings for 7. So that pretty much tells us he probably doesn't have the 5-cost Marco, because I don't think it's worth really playing Marco. I like the 4-drop at 3 life, just because to be fair, green does not have a way to pop it, but could always rest it and then swing into it, and then you kind of have to save it because it won't be able to revive itself at 3 life. But obviously we don't have a way to rest it, so we're just gonna swing for 7 with their Frankie, then 5 with their leader, play down our blocker Luffy, and pass it right back. He's gonna tap 2 for Crossfire, which is kind of like a big Otama. Is also a counter, which is pretty cool. I like that card. And then he'll use Fire Fist. Oh wait, no, another Crossfire. Sorry, I assumed it would be the Fire Fist combo, but I guess both of them are out of range for Fire Fist. Okay, now he'll Fire Fist, I would imagine. Yeah, and KO both of them. That's pretty strong, but it did use a ton of cards from his hand. He used 4 cards to out both bodies, and his board presence still really isn't that scary. And we are still left with the Frankie, which is pretty good. He definitely could have just crossfired my Frankie instead and KO'd that and the Luffy. Not sure why he didn't do that, but here we are. I'll swing another 7 with Frankie. He left 1 up, so probably has a Radical Beam or a Guard Point or something like that. He'll take that life though. Then we'll just swing 5. He blocks with Marco and brings it back by chucking the 5-cost Marco. So we did get one eventually. Play a Brook into an Usopp. We'll play Frankie. That's what is super nice about Film Kid. It almost feels like Law, but not really, because you can just refill your board so easily. To be fair, I feel like you use a lot more cards in hand when you do that than Law, because most of your cards in Law replace themselves. We've seen a severe lack of our 3-cost Nami, so we don't really have a Searcher. Also haven't seen Bonnie. So we'll probably eventually kind of go low in hand size, defending our board or our life, either one. He'll Flame Emperor our Frankie. So he can either go for the double hit, or he can try to challenge our other Frankie on board. Goes 2, 3, so his leader is pretty big right now. He might chuck a card, he doesn't. He goes 11 at me. I'm probably just taking it. We get a Paradise Waterfall. Not doing anything, and we pick up a 2K. 2K is pretty good. We definitely really want to see a blocker of some kind, but we don't. So we're just going to have to get aggressive this turn. Maybe we just go for game. Even though I don't know if we can, because he does have the Marco. We'll see how it goes. He is tapped out, so if he has a bunch of 1-cost events, not going to work out for him. He will 2K and 1K out of the Usopp swing. We'll go 7 again with our Brook. Also, the reason I distributed my Dawn immediately instead of doing it per character is just to play around Flame Emperor and Jet Pistol. Oh yeah, we should be able to go for game, because we have our kid swing. So we'll swing 7 again. You can either block that, or he does end up blocking it. And then we can just go 8 on my kid twice. Okay, we're swinging 6. No, that's fair, that's fair. I want to leave some up for the, I think, what is that card? Punk Gibson. There we go. Just to make sure I can live. And he ends up conceding. Okay. We'll hop into game 2. And here we are. Different player. Same matchup, though. And we start with 3 Namis, so last game we saw none, this game we saw almost all of them. Turn 1, he basically immediately passes. We kind of just do the same. The 1 and 2 down plays are really only our Bonnie, and if we don't see our Bonnie, we don't really have a play, so we're chilling. Also, sometimes you can play Chopper. Most of the time I don't like playing it, but I will sometimes. I'll play it until like Zoro, but most decks you don't need to. He'll swing 7, we'll take it, no complaints there. We'll probably just swing for 5 and play a Nami. He 2k counters out of our 5k leader, and then we'll grab a Chopper off of our first Nami. So he definitely did not have the best start for Ace. Didn't see most of his little searchers, which is unfortunate for him. He'll just swing 5 at us. We'll probably take that one. He jet pistols our Nami and passes it back. We'll probably just play another one. Too bad we don't have a Brook. It'd be pretty good. So we'll just swing 5 again. And play another Nami. We'll grab a Brook, I assume. Yep. And we'll leave 2 up for the Punk Gibson. He'll go 1 Dawn on leader. Swing at us for 6. I'd imagine he doesn't chuck a card here. Yep. Honestly, with him having no board presence, we can probably just take that one too. He has 6 down left, plays a 5-drop Marco. Passes it back to us, we draw another Barto. We'll swing for 5, use Nami, pick up a Frankie. He'll take that one. Probably swing for 5 with our leader again. He will use a guard point to get out of that one. And I think I'm trying to find my Brook in my hand. Yep, there it is. I'll play him into a Nami, use that Nami as well, pick up a Zoro, and then leave 2 up for Punk Gibson. He is on his 9 Dawn turn, I believe, or 8 Dawn, sorry. Because, did I go first? No, I went second, so he's on 9 Dawn. Maybe he has a Whitebeard. He crossfires our Nami. Maybe has a Fire Fist here, or just another 5-drop Marco. Goes 3 Dawn on his Marco, swings at our Nami. We might defend this, maybe not, just because he has a second attack at it. Okay, no, we do defend it, just because we left some Dawn out for the Punk Gibson, we might as well use it. Make him swing kind of big with his leader as well. It's a pretty good punish if he has a Fire Fist here and pops both my Namis, then I'm sad. I'll go 2 Dawn on leader. Swing 7 at our Nami, so he only has 2 left, so we know we're not getting Fire Fisted this turn, which is nice. Maybe a Seaquake to deal with our Nami? Or if not, I don't know why he crossfired. Okay, I don't know why he did that. That's interesting. Maybe he meant to do it on my rested Nami, just to make it easier to beat over, because it definitely would have been added if he used it on that one. We'll go 6 with our Nami at his Marco, pick up a blocker Luffy, that is very good. He'll let it go, probably bring it back by chucking an event. Yep. Gets rid of a jet pistol. We'll go 5 at his leader. He takes. Maybe should have swung with my Nami first just to make sure I got that search off in case there was a trigger. But thankfully there wasn't. We'll use our second Nami, grab another Frankie. He'll Radical Beam out of that attack, and then we'll swing another 5 with our leader. He'll take that one. No trigger. We'll play down our 7-drop Luffy. And I assume we'll play the Usopp off the Luffy, because we don't have a Zoro. Or we can play a Barto and restand one of our Namis. We end up going with the Usopp. Just want to have a lot of pressure next turn. He is on 1 life, so probably needs to play a blocker or something here. Just to make sure he lives. He'll play a 7-drop Ace. That is pretty good. That'll help him clear my board, so we can hopefully live next turn. So pretty much just have to let these go. It's very hard to defend them when they're only at 2k. Maybe we end up defending one with our Luffy blocker. Do not have any Dawn to like Paradise Waterfall it though. He'll play down a Buggy, see what he grabs. He grabs a guard point. So I'll probably end up leaving some up for that guard point and potentially like a Radical Beam in hand. He'll swing his leader at my Nami. I think I'm going to take the free block here and see how much he goes into the Nami with his Marco. I doubt we'll end up saving it, but we will at least make sure the Brook survives. He just doesn't swing with his Marco. Okay, that was definitely a misplay. We can assume that Nami probably would have been off my board. So we'll just swing 5 with our Brook. He'll counter out by discarding an event card. We'll go 5 with our Usopp. He'll 2k out of that one. We'll go 5 with our Nami. We will use the action just because if we're going 2 big swings with our kid this turn, it being at 12 and it being at 11 doesn't really make a huge difference. In fact, I think 11 is just a better number to be swinging at because you want to swing odds into odds. I guess if we swung 12, he would need 1 more 2k. But I don't think it ends up mattering too much because he does not have many cards in hand. He'll 1k out of that. We'll swing with our Luffy. He'll guard point out of that. So with a Radical Beam and a 2k, he can't get out of the 11k swing, but if he draws a counter off life, he would be able to get out of the second one. So we might just go we'll go 9 and just see if he wants to give us the rest of his cards. And if he does that, we can go after the Ace. He does take that last life though. I am going to use the restand effect just to put more pressure on him. I have a ton of cards in hand, a lot of them being Paradise Waterfalls, so I'm not going to be able to leave up enough to use all of them. We'll swing another 9. He does have a Radical Beam, so a Radical Beam and probably 1k or 2k out of it. Chucks a Flame Emperor for the 1k. And we do just end up playing the Barto to restand our Luffy. Alternatively, we could have left those 2 Dawn up and used the Paradise Waterfalls. Either one. He'll go 4 Dawn on Buggy, swing at us for 7. We will 2 and 1k counter out of that one. So we pretty much secured that we're not dying this turn because if anything we can sack off our blocker for our last life. He'll go another 7 with his Marco. We'll take that one. He'll go 3 Dawn in his leader, swing at us for 8 or 9, just 8, okay. We will block and probably save the Luffy with a 2k, yep. And if he wants, he can swing 9 at one of our characters, but just decides to go for face. And it is pretty much just game next turn, because we can use our 5s just to get all of his counters out, and he scoops it up. Thanks for watching, guys.